And welcome to the Horror with Marchese and Buller show with William Marchese and Gary Buller.
Hello.
This one is we're going to talk about Momo, and totally right off the bat, we just got this idea of making the first episode, Monday's episode. Gary mentioned it, and I remember it's going viral. And Momo is like one of the things that they sent to me, and it was from this place called Mindseat TV. The guy's talking about he calls Momo. Calls the Momo because it's on WhatsApp and it's on these other chats, and supposedly you can call him or her or whatever it is. It actually looks like that girl from the first
The Ring.
No, what's that one with he goes, "Here's Johnny."
Oh yeah, it does. It looks like the woman from The Shining.
I forgot her name. But it looks like her, but really distorted and a very scary smile. I'll probably put a picture up just to show everybody. And it's you can call this person, but supposedly what's happening is someone owns that account, and what they're doing is they're luring in the kids. So if they see it's an adult that's doing it, they'll take them and they'll hang up or something. But if it's a kid, they'll do stuff to them and they'll scare them. They'll send them pictures of mutilated people to let them think that that's going to happen to their loved ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I kind of heard. I mean, the first I heard of it was from my 8-year-old daughter last week, and she was saying there's this horrible thing called Momo. It obviously spread around the playground, like wildfire, and all her friends were talking about it. And I guess what it is, as you say, it's this, that the avatar of this Momo thing is this weird creature that looks a bit like the woman out of The Shining, but what it is, in fact, is a sculpture from Japan called, I think it's called Mother Hen or something. So the thing is not called Momo, it's a professional sculpture that's on show in Tokyo somewhere, that's completely unrelated to the legend behind it, completely unrelated to this challenge, Momo challenge thing, and someone's just taken it and used it as an avatar because, quite clear it's a bit creepy and it's going to sort of capture kids' imaginations and stuff. My daughter was up 2 or 3 times last night, really upset about it because she went to sleep over to her auntie's house, and someone, a friend of hers who was about to say a little bit younger than her, came over as well, and she put Momo on.
Wow.
Got a hysterical phone call last night to come and collect her from her aunt's, and my daughter was absolutely in tears about it, from what she'd seen. But I think what it is for those who sort of don't know, there's a few different urban legends about it, and I don't know what's entirely true. There's the Momo challenge, which apparently is these increasingly strange and weird things that this Momo YouTube video tells you to do, and you turn into a unicorn if you shave your head, apparently, and leaving the gas on purpose, which is obviously a lot more dangerous, and working all the way up to sort of kill yourself or else will kill your parents, which is just, it's preying on the most vulnerable people. I've also seen a video of this Momo thing with a kiddie's voice saying like this nursery rhyme type thing about you're better off dead sort of thing rather than being alive, and that was really creepy because some sado has got their kid to sort of recite this horrible poem about Momo and you need to kill yourself, and it's horrible, really.
Like you said, they're preying on vulnerability.
Absolutely, and I was told apparently that it's been going on a while. This Momo thing's not a new thing, it's been out there for a couple of years. It's gone viral. Someone's hit a sweet spot somewhere and everyone suddenly heard of it, and even to the point of the day before yesterday on Friday, my daughter brought home a printout that she'd been given by her school, just advising parents of what to do.
Wow. That big it's gotten.
Yeah, so it's like, you need to talk to your kids, tell them that there's bad people out there, but they're not real. Make sure you communicate. I've spoken to my daughter and said, look, there's no secrets here. We don't hide things from one another. If you see something on the internet that upsets you or offends you, if you see people with no clothes on, or people swearing, or people doing things that make you feel uncomfortable, straight away come and tell us. And that's more or less what it says on this thing. These people aren't real, they don't know where you live. That this is another element of the Momo thing. These people know where you live, and obviously they don't. Teach your parents about it. Don't live in isolation with it and let it scare you, because it's completely untrue. It's just some really bad, really sad people with nothing better to do with their lives, than to sort of scare kids.
Yeah.
So that's the worst kind of person, isn't it, really?
Well, about the not knowing where you live, the guy that did this, supposedly he lives in Florida. Now, I didn't continue listening. I cut it off towards the middle. I didn't get to listen to the rest. But supposedly the person said you live in Florida. Like it's almost like they knew where the guy lived. I mean, could it be that they're hacking and that they just looking at the IP address, maybe?
Maybe that, yeah. I mean,
doesn't mean they know the address, yeah.
Yeah, we use a VPN here anyway, you know, so it's like, they're not going to, you know, even if they wanted to, they wouldn't know where we are. Anyone who's listening who's got kids, just be vigilant. Yeah. It's like anything, you know, just, I had a talk with her as soon as I heard it was sort of a thing. Last week I sat down with Holly and explained to her, you know, as I said before, all these things, you know, if you see anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, tell your mum and dad, don't live in isolation with it, don't let it scare you. You don't have to watch it, there's always a stop button, you know, you come away from it, you're not being forced to watch these things. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, I thought the most offensive content on the internet was this. Yeah, it's a weird old thing, man. Well, apparently, a guy I work with, he's a software developer. He was telling me that 2 or 3 years ago there was another one. Yeah. That I'd never heard of, called Blue Whale, and that was really freaky. That was set up in Russia, and I think it revolved around chat rooms. I might be wrong, but there was some sort of communication hub. And what it did was it preyed on mentally ill people. So it had you sort of, it had you doing these little challenges, and every time you did a challenge right, you moved up in the echelon, and you were given a new password, and you had access to a new forum. And then when you completed that challenge, you moved up to the next forum. It was sort of a bit like a pyramid thing, you know, you sort of moved your way up to the top by doing increasingly bizarre things. But each one of these things starts off quite innocuous, but what it's basically doing is playing on those who is most psychologically vulnerable. And the very, very last challenge right near the top is, right at the top rather, is kill yourself. So it was basically designed to whittle away the people who were strong enough to cope with this thing and sort of work its way through the most vulnerable. But at the end, it was like, you know, telling you to do horrible things and film it. It's bizarre, man, that these things can sort of exist. I mean,
Blue Whale, and it doesn't even sound threatening or anything.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, there's one called Cicada, but that's more like for hackers and stuff. There was one with Slender Man. That was even one too, where some girl started killing her friends here in the States. I don't think she actually killed them though. I think she was just stabbing them, and they got away. One of the girls got away, and there was some crazy stuff. I mean, we talked about it on the show a long time ago, but some crazy things going around on the internet. You got to be careful.
You have, and you know, until this Momo thing, I've not really. I knew it was there, but you don't really take it seriously because, you know, and then when you've got your daughter in tears over something, you know, she's only 8 years old. Yeah. It makes you think how serious these kids view things. And like I said, I was up twice last night with her because she'd had nightmares about it. Yeah. And now she refuses to watch YouTube. She physically unplugged the television last night. Oh, wow. She'll plug the TV and turn everything off. And today she won't watch YouTube. Normally you can't take her off YouTube. And she's watching Disney Life now, you know, instead.
Well, that's good. That's good, though. I mean, it hit a chord, though, it seems. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can somehow link the guidelines for the Momo thing. I might try and find a copy of it so people can view.
Yeah, send me that, and I'll put it in the bottom. Yeah, it's very strange. It's so bizarre. But anyway, on that note, we will see you all Friday, and stay away from Momo.
Yeah, don't touch Momo. Otherwise, Momo will touch you.
It's all with Marchese and Momo. It's all with Marchese and Momo.
Yeah, and Momo can stick a finger up her.
Well, there you go. She can.
There you go. Yeah. Bizarre.
She reminds me of Fruit Punch. Not Fruit Punch. Fruit salad. Oh.
There's the sensor dog. He's not impressed.
No, he's not impressed this week. No, the reason why he reminds me of fruit salad is because in the movie, what the hell's the name of the movie?
Fruit salad?
No, with the Stephen King book. Why can't
Shining.
The Shining. In The Shining, she's opening like fruit punch and fruit salad in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
And the actress is called Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall. Yeah. Momo is Momo Shelley Duvall? I mean, no.
I don't know. It's the actual Momo thing is this sculpture called Mother Hen.
Yeah. It's what is that called? Where the YouTube
creating content?
No, it's
Oh, the guy that eats the Russians?
What? The guy that eats the Russians.
The Russians.
Oh! No Russians were harmed. Okay. No. Wait, what's that again?
I said I thought the most offensive content on the internet was this podcast.
Oh, we're not offensive, are we?
No, there's some. But
when you open up the YouTube channel on the top, it says like like stuff that's going on right now. Gary Buller.
Hello.
Oh.